Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, as of now, we discussed how to analyze the frames, how to analyze the beam using moment distribution method, right? Last class was about non-sphere frame. Same thing, how you are dealing with the beam, same kind of procedure you can adopt for frame also. It is very, very easy method compared to all other methods. Moment distribution method. It's iteration method. It's just simple procedure. If you know that, you can easily solve it. No need to do any kind of equation solving or shear equations, those things and all. Oh, but non-sphere frame shear equations anyway not required. But here, general frames, you have to solve many equations, right? For 4 or 3 or how many degrees of freedom, everything is required or like that. We have to think about in a slope difflection method, but not in this case. In a moment distribution method, is just we have to find the joint. How many joints are there? We have to make equilibrium, right? And that's the summation of moment should be equal to 0. For that, how you are going to distribute the moment, that unbalanced moment based on the relative stiffness. And if you are introducing some moment, you have to carry out to the adjacent joint, right? That is a simple procedure. Balance, you have to find unbalanced moment, you have to balance. So when you are balancing, you have to carry over. Then same procedure. If your carry over is within 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers, you can no need to worry about that. If this difference is huge, so you have to do one more iteration. So that is a simple procedure. But when you see in the case of sway frame, I don't think a moment distribution method is easy. It's easy only, but it's time consuming, not like slope deflection method. For slope deflection method, you need care only shear equation. If you are getting the shear equation, that's all. You are having a number of equations, number of unknowns, easily you can solve it. But here, some two iteration procedure you have to do that we will discuss now today. How are you going to solve sway frame using moment distribution? Right? That is the only thing we are going to do that. So I'm just go ahead with one frame directly. So to make a problem to understand very quickly. So you are having A, B, C, D frame is there. So I think easily you can find out this is a sway frame because it's not a symmetrical one. We are having unsymmetrical frame in terms of geometry. So 2i and I is there as well as the column length is varying. So obviously this is sway frame. So if you are going for slope deflection method, you will identify one more equation that is called shear equation. So to solve the delta, okay, so we know that because of the sway action, one delta will be there. Due to the delta, that settlement in the joint, you will get additional moment. So that additional moment we have to calculate, right? That is the major meaning. For example, so normally if you are considering this sway frame, non-sway frame, one non-sway frame moment will be there. Non-sway frame moment will be there. Plus, due to sway action, you will get additional moment. Sway action, you will get additional moments because of the delta, right? Normally you will have moment, and due to the delta, additionally you will get some more moment. Both the things we have to add. It's a kind of superimpose. That is the meaning, right? That only we have done in slope deflection method, right? So same thing, kind of, we are going to follow here in MDM method. What are we going to do is, first we just assume this is a non-sway frame. First, assume non-sway frame. Do the MDM procedure, the table, relative stiffness, everything, and find the moments. Find the end moments or final moments. Okay, assume as an non-sway frame and find the moments. Due to the moment, you will get reactions, right? Maybe HA and H2. HA and H2. So, if should be in the frame is exactly the sway frame, non-sway frame, the summation of horizontal force and external force should be equal to 0. That means it should be in equilibrium, right? Sigma H equal to should be 0. That should be followed, right? So whatever the case. But is a sway frame, but we are considering non-sway frame, surely the summation of H won't be equal to 0. Surely it won't be equal to 0. Some unbalanced horizontal force will be there. That force is nothing but, that force is only preventing the sway action because we are assuming sway frame as a non-sway frame. Okay. So what we are going to do is, first you can assume a non-sway frame and find the moment. That is a one case. Right. Then what you have to do next is, just assume the frame is there. I'm just applying some horizontal force, whatever it is, just applying. What is happening is, it is swaying delta. Okay. So when you use delta, it is happening. It is a clockwise moment. Here also clockwise moment. Everything is clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. 68 L by L square will create. Just assume we don't know where that sway direction, and we don't know how much horizontal force is going to act. That also we don't know. What is the delta? What is the direction? That everything we don't know. So just we are assuming, because of the sway moment, because of the sway, we are getting 68 L by L square in these drawings. That's everything is clockwise, just assume. Okay, just assume. So when you are doing like that, when you are doing like that, so if I want to find out, I'm taking A and B alone. This is A and B. So here this is your clockwise, this is your clockwise, moment is there, right? This is nothing but your 68 del by, if I'm say taking this is H1, this is H1 square, this is again 68 del by H1 square, right? So what about your horizontal reaction if I want to find out HB and HA? So how will you find out? HA into H1 will be equal to 68 by H square, like that we have done, right? MA plus MAB plus MBA by H1. Keep it like that. This is this moment is nothing but MAB. This is MBA, right? Again, same thing for CD. This is A, B, C, and D. This is H2. I'm taking C and D. So again, so clockwise, clockwise, 68 del by H2 square, 68 del by H2 square. This is C and D. So this is a MA, this is MCD, sorry, MDC, this is MCD, right? So due to the delta, due to some sway, we don't know what is the sway amount, what is the direction. Due to the delta, surely these moments are developing in your end of the beams, right? So MAB, what is the moment? MBA, what is the moment? MCD, what is MDC? That we know that, right? So what we are doing is, what is your next procedure is, you just calculate like that, you just assume like that. And what you are doing is, we have to do one more iteration for sway calculation alone, for sway moment alone. For that, what is the load we have to put is, we only know what is the only amount we know is MFAB divided by MFBC. This is MFAB, this is MFDC. We know that. And again, we know that MBA and MDC, the ratio, MCD, the ratio we can easily identify. We don't know the value of delta, so we don't know the value of MBAB. But we know the ratio. We know the ratio, like what is MFAB? 68 del divided by H1 square. This is 68 del divided by H2 square. If everything is fixed, please think about that. This is fixed, only 68. If it spin means 3A del by H square will come. Okay. If it is spin support means 3A del by H square come. Here everything fixed, that's why we are putting 68 del by H square. Now thing is, mostly I'm keeping I1, this is I2 because we don't know what is the cross-sectional dimension also. I'm just keeping I1, I2, I2. And E is Young's modulus of material. If you are going for single frame, is RCC or steel, surely same material only we are going to use. So what I will get is in terms of ratio, this will cancel I1 by H1 square divided by I2 by H2 square. Okay, this is the one-to-one. If again I1 equal to I2, if I1 equal to I2, what will be your ratio? What will be your ratio? H2 square by H1 square. This is your ratio. So the thing is, based on this is ratio, you can keep it as a fixed moment for your calculation. So that how we can do that, I will tell you in the problem. Okay, just as of now, you keep it here as a procedure. While solving the problem, you can understand what is going on. Okay, so this is the problem. first, what is your procedure? You have to assume it's a non-sphere frame, and you have to calculate the moment. Okay, so you have to calculate the moment. How will you, if it's non-sphere frame, what is your first step? You have to log the joints, right? And you have to find the end moments, and you have to find the distribution factors. That is the thing only we have to put. So I'm just assuming here. We are going to find out the fixed end moments. Okay. M AB equal to FAB. MFB AB is gone. MFBA. Then MFCD. Then MFDC. What are those? What are the values? What are the values? Is equal to 0. We don't have any loading, external loading, right? Is equal to 0. Then what about MFBC? End moment due to the loading. What is MFBC?
WL square by 12.
Minus WL square by 12. Yes. So minus 50, 3 square by 12, that is equal to minus 37.5 kilonewton meter. So like that, MFCB will be plus 37.5 kilonewton meter. So fixed end moments are over. Next one is distribution factor. So how many joints are there? B and C. So this joint, if I apply the moment, B and BC has to go, and C, CB and CD. So joint B, what is our distribution factor? KBA. KBA is 4EA by L. So 4 EA is 2I BA E 2I. Okay, by L is length of the beam is 4 meter. Length of the beam is 4 meter. Okay, so then KBC. KBC again, it's a continuous one, right? The continuous one, BC, it's a continuous one. So I can take again 4EI by L. So this is L1, L2, we don't know what is the value. 4E, what is your I? This is a single I. What is the length of the beam? Here is 3 meter. 3 meter, right? So you know how to calculate the again a DFBA, DFBC, nothing but DFBA if I want to find out KBA divided by KBA plus KBC, right? So when you are doing like that, you will get DFBA as 3 by 5, then DFBC as 2 by 5. Like that, if I'm using joint C, same thing, same 4EA by L, 4EA by L will come. So DF CB, DFCB will be equal to 1 by 2, DFCD equal to 1 by 2, because both are same length, 50-50% will transfer. This is a 4CA by L, here 4EA by L. So what are the moment you are applying? 50-50 will transfer because of same length, right? Because of same length. So distribution factor over. What will be your next step? The table. Table, joint. So what are the joints are there? A, B, C, and D. So for member, joint A, we are having AB. For joint B, we are having BA, BC. For joint C, CB, CD. For joint C, D, DC. Right? These are the members. What about your distribution factors? Distribution factors are 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So next one is fixed end moments. Fixed end moments are for AB is 0, DC is 0, right? We don't have any moments. Then BA also 0, right? What are the moments? BA, AB, BA, CD, DC 0. AB, BA, CD, DC 0. BC we are having minus 37.5 plus 37.5. Right. So now at joint B, just check. This is a final moments. Sorry. Okay. So if adding, you are getting minus 37.5. Joint B summation of moment should be equal to 0. So what you have to do? You have to balance the unbalanced moment. That is plus 37.5 we have to put. So 37.5 into, we have to apply 37.5 plus positive direction at joint. So for the member, you have to distribute based on the distribution factor. So when you are applying like that, you will get 22.5 here and here 15. So like that here, at joints is 37.5. So minus 37.5 you have to apply based on the 50-50 percentage. So 50-50 percentage, how much it will come? Minus 18.75 minus 18.75. Right? So now, if you are balancing means what is the meaning? You are applying some moment. So you are applying some moment means you are here to carry over the moment. So you have to carry over here 22.5 you are applying at DA. Here you are applying 22.5. So AB it has to carry over 50%. So how much it will go? 22.5 will carry over as 11.25, and then what? We are applying 15 as BC. 15 as BC. So in CB, you will get, you have to transfer. In CB, you have to transfer as 7.5. Then again, CB, you are applying moment, it will transfer to BC. How much? 18.75 divided by 2. How much it is? Minus 9.38. Minus 9.38. Then what is the other thing? CD. CD, you are applying some moment, right? How much? Minus 18.75. So how much will be carry over? Minus 9. So carryover is done. Still here, just assume 9 is a huge difference. 7.5 is a huge difference is there. So what you have to do? Go for balance. So again, minus 9.38, you have to balance with respect to distribution factor. How much it will come? 5.63, 3.75. Here 7.5, if you are doing that, minus 3.75, minus 3.75. Right? So if you are balancing, what you have to do? You have to carry over. 5.63 will carry over to 2.82. Then minus 3.75 will carry over as minus 1.88. This is 1 plus 1.88. This is again minus 1.88. So again, it's a 2 kilonewton meter. It's a somewhat difference. I just want to make point something in terms of carryover. So do balancing again. So when you do balancing again, what will you get is 1.13, 0.75, then minus 0.94, minus 0.94. Then again, what you have to do? You have to do the carryover. You have to carry over 1.13 will carry over as 0.57. Then minus 0.94 will carry over as minus 0.47. Then this will carry over as 0.38. This will carry over as minus 0.47. So up to this also you can stop, but the difference will be 0.47 will be there. If you want to go for very accurate, you have to finish with minus 0.00 something, 0.0 something. Like that you can finish it. So when you are finally doing the carry over till 0.0, you will get final moments are, AB, BA, BC, CB, CD, DC. AB has 14.78 kilometer meter, BA has 29.60 kilometer. This is minus 29.60, 23.68, minus 23.68, then finally minus 1.83. So these are the final moments you will get. Okay, when you are doing till carryover as 0, we can make it like that. So after this is actually you are assuming the frame as non-sway frame. Okay, we are not applying any delta things at all here. Just simply, if any external loads, only external loads are acting on that, what will be your end moment? That only we found out. So when you found out, I'm taking right AB member. What are the moments? Positive moment is clockwise, 14.78 it is acting. B again it is a positive moment clockwise, 29.60. So I just want to find out what is my HA and HB. So this is a clockwise. Surely this will be in anti-clockwise, because this is clockwise. Reaction will be in the anti-clockwise. I'm just assuming directly. This is HB. This is HA, right? So if I want to find out horizontal reaction at HA, so if I want to find out HA means it's a HA into, just assume minus HA into this length. What is your length? Length of the member is 4 meter. HA into 4. Then again clockwise moment is 14.78 plus 29.60 equal to 0. So if I want to find out HA, HA will be equal to 11.10 kilometer. equal to 1.10 kN action acting on this direction. So same way, I have to find out for CD. CD. So CD, what are the moments? CB is clockwise, 23.68, positive, CB, and DC. Sorry, CD is anti-clockwise, DC is anti-clockwise. Both are anti-clockwise. This is B. This one only we have to take. Anti-clockwise. Minus, right? Anti-clockwise. Minus 23.68. Again, 11.83 is again anti-clockwise. 11.83. So anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay. So is moments are anti-clockwise, reaction should be in clockwise. Sorry. This way, clockwise direction. Okay. So HC, this is HD. Again, I want to find out the HD. HD is a clockwise positive. Multiplication of length is 3 meter. Then is anti-clockwise is minus 11.83 minus 23.68. Okay, which is equal to 0. Then my HD will be equal to is coming around 11.84 meter. The directions are sorry. Should be here. Then only I can make it as positive. Clockwise direction, right? HD is clockwise only, you will get HD into 3. Then only it will be positive. So direction will be like this. This is my HD. So if I want to find out summation of H equal to 0 in terms of whole frame. Summation of H equal to 0 the whole frame. I don't have any external factor, external loads. So my HA and HD, summation of HA and HD should be equal to 0. But what is HA and HD? HA is 11.10, that is in positive direction, this direction. And then HD is minus 11.84, that is in this direction. So the thing is, you are having minus 0.74 kN. The difference is there. But if you are exactly analyze the frame properly, the difference should not be there. Summation of H equal to should be 0, right? So what is the meaning here is, this is the unbalanced force that is only developing due to the sway action. Okay, this is only preventing the sway action. So if you are giving that 0.74, for example, this is your frame, the HD is how much? 11.84. So your HA is this direction, how much? 11.10. So nothing but it's pushing, this is the way. So who is preventing here? That 0.74 kN. So this much force, this is the unbalanced horizontal force, is that delta, who is going to cause that 0.741. So what we have to find out is, for that 0.74, what are the moments will develop, induce? That is nothing but your sway action. That we have to find out now. Okay, so due to this unbalanced force is nothing but your 0.74. Due to that force, we are indirectly calculating. So due to the delta, who is going to push the delta is that 0.74 kN is going to come. That much delta who is going to do that is that 0.74 kN. So for that 0.74, what are the moments will develop in the frame? That moment we just add with the non-sway moment, our previous one. Non-sway frame plus additional moment due to the sway action. When you're adding, finally you will get the final moments. Okay, so what do we have to do for that? We have to go for sway moment distribution in another topic. We have to go with sway moment distribution. So for that we don't know what is the delta, 60 del by square delta we don't know. What is the horizontal force? 0.74 we know that, but how we are going to incorporate in the sway value, that also we don't know. So this is a major thing we have to find out now. So without knowing the delta and without knowing the direction, but how we can solve the problem, that's why we initially discussed. We don't know the delta direction, we know the value of delta, but we know the ratio of the moments due to the sway action. The ratio is nothing but, we have developed that, what is that? MAB by MTC is nothing but H2 square by H1 square if I are same. If I are same is
H2 square by H1 square. But here 2i, IR, everything is there. So your whole equation is I1 by H1 square divided by I2 by H2 square. So what I have to do is I have to find out MFAB by MFAB by or MBA or MFBA by MFCD, the reaction, what will be there, or MFAB by MFDC. Both are same only. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is AB, this is BA, this is CD, this is DC. So BA-CD ratio or AB-DC ratio both are going to same because both the values are 68 L by L square, 68 L by L square, all are positive direction like that we assume. So everything is going to be same. So now what will be your work? This will be I1 by H1 whole square, I1 by H1 square by I2 by H2 square. So what about your I here? That is 2I, right? This is a 2I. What is your H1 square? H1 is this is 4 meter. This is 4 meter, right? 4 square. Divided by this is I. This is I value. What is your H? 3 square. So finally you will get ratio as 9 by 8. So this is also the same thing. AB by DC also if you put same only will get because AB and BA are same member only, right? So the value are AB, MFAB, MFBA. Okay. So if I am taking this is a ratio. So what I am taking, I am consider MFAB is directly 9 kN, MFDC is directly 8 kN because I don't know the value. The ratio I know that, but I am just assuming whatever the ratio is coming, I'm just going to assume directly that is the value. So MFAB, MFBA, I can take it as a directly 9 kN. Just assume that is a moment. And MFCD and MFDC, that is 8 kN. So now solve MFAB by MFCD, that is 9 by 8. MFBA by MFDC, that is also 9 by 8. Okay, MFAB by MFDC, both are 9 by 8 only. The ratio should be same. That is a major thing. How did you calculate the ratio? Because of the delta, surely n moments are going to develop. That is 68 L by L square. That we know that. But delta value we don't know. That is a major thing. That is unknown. So that's why we are going to calculate indirectly. Right? So the ratio we know that is going to be followed throughout the procedure. Then only you will get the proper final values. Okay. So when you are maintaining the ratio, you will get 9 by 8 only. AB by DC or BB by C. Okay, so now we know that values. Now what do you have to do there? You have to go to the table again. Table joints A, B, C, D. So A, the members again you have to write A, B. For B, you are having BA and BC. For C, you are having CB, CD. For D, DC. But what about the distribution factor? Distribution factor won't change because same frame, same end conditions. So distribution factors are same. 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. But now, what about your fixed end moments? That moments. Now we are having this 9, 9, 9, 8 like that only. We are not considering the external loads. Due to the delta alone, what are the moments are developing? That only we are going to iterate now. Okay. Due to the delta, what are the moments are going to develop? That only we are going to find out now. So AB 9, BAS 9. Then what about BC and CD? This is nothing is going to come. So CD and DC 8 and 8, right? So beam is this member is not going to sway. Only this two member is only going to sway. This member is straightly horizontal only, no settlement. So that is no moment, right? Now again we are having at the joint 9 kN is a huge difference. It's an unbalanced moment. What do we have to do? We have to balance. So when you are balancing minus 5.4 minus 3.6. Again here at joint 8, it is a unbalanced moment is 8. So minus 4 minus 4. Then what is the balancing you have done? If you are done in the balance, you have to do carry over. So 5.4 will be carry over to minus 2.7. Here BC will carry over to CB minus 1.8. CB will carry over to BC minus 2. The CD will carry over to DC minus 2. So what you have to do is carry over again is a -2, -1 point, it's huge. So do balancing again and do carry over again. So finally what you will get is, one second. Finally the moments, final moments AB, BA, BC, CB, CD, DC. How much you are getting is 6.76, 4.59, minus 4.59, minus 4.74, 4.75, 6.35. Okay, these are the moments only for sway distribution. That also we don't know what is the exact value. These are arbitrary values because 9/8 simply the ratio only we kept, we found it, right? So okay, now what is our question is, due to the moment, what will be your horizontal force? That I can calculate again, right? Reversely. So due to that force A, B and BA, right? Is BA. So clockwise moment 6.76. Again, this is a clockwise 4.59. Okay. So what I can do is I can find out this is a clockwise, so I require anti-clockwise. HA I can find out. So HA into height is nothing but your is anti-clockwise -4, then plus clockwise 6.76 plus 4.59 equal to 0. So finally your HA will be equal to this HA. HA is due to sway alone. This is everything is for sway alone. This HA will coming as 2.84. It's coming as 2.84 kN. Okay. Then same thing I have to calculate for CD, C and D. So what is your CD value? CD is again 4.75. Sorry, 4.75. Then clockwise. Both are clockwise because this is positive, right? Both are clockwise. Clockwise. 4.75, 6.35. So when you are calculating the clockwise means, so should be anti-clockwise. So HD into 3, then plus 4.75 plus 6.35 equal to 0. So finally your HD will be equal to how much it is coming is HD will come as 3.74 kilometer. 3.74. So both are in the same direction. So summation of H, if I want to find out HA plus HD equal to 3.74 plus 2.84, how much it is coming? How much is 6.54 kilometer in this direction, right? So we are just assuming some ratio and finding the horizontal force. How much? 6.54. But what about your horizontal sway moment? For 6.54, these are the moments. For 6.54 only, these are the moments. But our aim is to find the additional moment developed due to that 0.7. Okay, for 6.44, these are the moments. But for 0.74, what are the moments? That we have to find out. For example, the fixed moment, what we calculated is for this 6.54 kilometer. What are those? 6. AB, BA, BC, CB, CD, DC. So 6.76, 4.59, minus 4.59, minus 4.74, 4.75, 6.35. So this is for 6.54 kilonewton. That only we found out, okay? The horizontal force. But for what we have to find out the moments? 0.74 kilonewton. That is the unbalanced sway force, right? For 0.74. Where is that? This 0.7. For that we have to find out. So what you have to do is you have to do 6.76 multiplication of 0.74 divided by 6.5. So like that you have to calculate everywhere. That is the correction factor. you have to multiply and find the answer. So when you are doing that, our final sway moments are, when you are doing that, you will get the final moments, sway moments are, this is 0.764, this will be get 0.519 minus 0.519 minus 0.537, 0.537, then 0.718. So again, what is your non-sway moment? Non-sway moment we calculated earlier. These are the values non-sway moment. What are those? 14.78, 29.60 minus 29.60, 23.68 minus 23.68 minus 11.83. So if I'm keeping as this is a 1, this is 2. So final moments, original moment is 1 plus 2 you have to add. That is your final moment, 15.544, 30.119 minus 30.119, 23.14 minus 23.14 minus 11.1. This is your final answer. So when you are keeping this value, okay, if you are finding the HAHD again now, it will be solved. Summation of H equal to 0 will come. Okay, if you keep this is the final moment, if you are calculating, surely you will get summation of moment equal to 0. You can try it and you can find. Okay, so that is the only thing you can ensure that is correct or not, what you have done. So this is using this final moment, find out again horizontal reaction and find it is equal to 0 or not. Okay, it will come as 0, you can try it. Okay, this is the way, but personally, if you're asking me, means if you are having this wave problem, go with slope deflection method, that will be easy. When you are, is it time consumable with, we have to go for 2 iteration, because iteration will take more time to get the accurate solution. So for that, you can go and get the shear equation and analyze it, and you can finalize the answers. That is a better. Okay. So what we have done in this class is, this wave frames are there means first you have to assume it as a non-sway frame, find the moment. Okay, due to the moment, you have to find the horizontal reaction developing at the support. So you can find out sigma h equal to 0 means this is a sway frame. It's not a sway frame, non-sway frame only. But if it's not, it won't come 0 because of non-sway frame. Sorry, it's a sway frame, it won't come into 0. That reaction, unbalanced reaction, for that we have to find out what are the moments it's going to develop. That is our answer. Okay, that we have to find out. So how we can find out indirectly is, whenever you are having some sway delta, you will have n moments MAB, MBC, MCD, all those things as a 6A del by L square if everything is fixed. If one end is spin mean, that will come as a 3A del by L square. So if you know that that is the moment is going to come, I can keep it that as a ratio. Sorry, that as a, what is it? I have find out AB and DC and see AB and DC as a ratio as I1 by H1 square equal to I2 by H square. That is surely that only we have to maintain, that only going to come. So based on the ratio, we can find out some assume some arbitrary value. The ratio should be, here we found as 9 by 8. It can be, you can make it as a 18 by 16 or whatever. That ratio should be 9 by 8. So what we have done is we just assume 9 and 8 directly. And we have done the iteration. Finally, we found what is the moment. Due to the moment, what are the horizontal direction will develop. So that is the horizontal direction. For the horizontal direction, these are the moments. But we don't want moments for this much horizontal direction. We want moments for that 0.74 km only. For that, we have to find out. Okay, for that only we have to find out the values and everything. 0.74 km. Okay, so finally, that is nothing but we used to call this 0.74 by 6.54 as a correction factor. This is a correction. So when you are doing the correction factor, we will get the final sway moment and add non-sway moment with the final sway moment. That is your final moment. Using this moment, again, you just calculate the horizontal reaction. This time, surely you will get sigma h equal to 0 because we include all the moments. Due to the sway also, we include the moments. So finally, you will get the proper equilibrium equations. Sorry, condition will be achieved using this. Okay, this is the overall procedure for solving the sphere frames using MDM method. Any questions, sir? Ma'am? Guys, any question?
Sir, what about sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, in exam, will you ask us to like, will you give us option to solve it?
Using MDM method or
yes, sir.
Yeah, of course.
Or you will be asking like, you have to solve this question using only by slope. I mean, like moment distribution method.
That's why I will ask you have to use MDM or you have to use slope deflection. But in reality, I'm saying real life. But in exam, you should know both the methods, right? So I may ask question. You have to go with MDM. You have to go with slope deflection.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions? When shall we have exam? I forgot to ask. March. I said. I think it's March or April. March end, right? End of the March.
Sir, March 15th.
March 15th. Okay. March 15th. Monday, right?
Yes,
Monday
sir.
we don't have any class. What about March 19th?
Okay.
The class hour is there, right? Friday hour. That is the afternoon session.
Yes,
continuously take the exam, right? When are you, what is the time you want to write the exam? First, tell me about that. We will have 2 hours exam. Okay.
Okay.
So for 20 marks or 30 marks? 30 marks, right? 30 marks, yes. So fixed beam, prop cantilever, slope deflection, moment distribution method. Do you want to add some more in syllabus or till this is enough?
So these are enough.
Okay, right. So today is the last class for this MDM method. I will ask my TAs to solve problems for you in tutorial classes again for MDM. Okay. Tomorrow we can go again anything. Tomorrow also we will solve some other problem if possible, or I will touch one more new area, 3-moment theorem. Okay. 3-moment theorem we will finish as early as possible. Then only ILD will be there, approximate analysis will be there. When is your last working day? April? What about your last working day?
So first week of May.
First week of March. Oh, whole May, April month also we are having. Nice. Okay, we are having enough time.
This set, so in the calendar it is given like that.
Okay. No problem. Then we can finish it as early as possible. Okay. So, then do you want some time to prepare for the exam this week, or shall we start the new portion? What do you want? Or next week you want make free? Which week you want to have some free classes, 3 hours? This week or next week? Okay, this week I will start the new portion. Next week you want to have some free time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, March 9, 10, 11 is our class, right? So I will take 9 and 10. 11 and 12 will be free for you. Okay? Then we will have the exam on 15 itself. That's better. Is it fine for you people? I will make you free on 11 and 12. Is it okay? How many free hours you will get? Here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just discuss with the class and let me know.
Okay.
If you want this week break or next week break, let me know. Anyway, 11th I will not be there.
Okay.
Okay. So you just check with the people and let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Right. See you tomorrow. Thank you.